Hi, I'm Cassius Stuart, leader of the Bahamas Democratic Movement, the BDM, and we are just doing a little talk about where you came from and where you are now, and we're through Balls Alley, in the home that I grew up in, where it all began. And growing up in this house was a very interesting experience because we grew up together, fighting, fighting, and fighting every day. It was 21 of us living together in this house, and we never saw a hungry day, don't mind. My grandfather made sure to provide for all of us, but it was a whole lot of us, and so it's been good to see how you've evolved. Growing up through Balls Alley wasn't easy because you have to fight your way through and fight your way out. It's an experience, and every time I dream, I always tell my wife, every time I dream about being home, I always dream about being in here. And I've lived in many homes, in many houses, but I'm always in Balls Alley when I'm dreaming of being home. And so this has always been my home and will always be my home. And there are some people who made sure that I was able to stay on the right track. My aunt used to make sure beat me when I did wrong and make sure I go on the bus because I never liked school. And my mother used to try to make sure I go to school. And my confession was, boy, I didn't like school. But I remember she went to school one day and the teacher said, "Miss Stewart, your son was absent more than he been to school." And so I think I got the Guinness Book of World Record on the most absence. And I also have the Guinness Book of World Record of coming the latest ever, because I reached the school at 2:58 one time and school ended at 3 o'clock. And so I don't think nobody ever topped that record. But, who I am today is because of my experiences through Balls Alley, through Camp Road, growing up with people in the neighborhood. And growing up in these neighborhoods, people are always close. Everybody knows each other. And it's one community. And, I just wish that the Bahamas can continue to be that way, where we're not so distant, even though we may live in other communities now, always be one. And always have that community spirit. And that's what makes us the Bahamas. No neighbor who needed could not go to the other neighbor for something. And so this is some of the experiences that made us who we are as a people. And when we talk about culture, what is culture? And this is part of our culture, who we are, sharing and caring and being there for one another. But we can't forget the fighting and the rowing too. That's a critical part. You gotta fight and row. And so but this is who we are, and for me, this is my beginnings. I always cherish my beginnings, and but you never stop. It's always a constant evolution. It's a constant growing, and if you still are where you were 20 years ago, then something is wrong. You got to always grow. Nature does not stand still. The sun is revolving, the earth is revolving around the sun is moving in the galaxy, everything is always moving. And so as people, we gotta constantly move, develop, grow, evolve to become better. And so my job is to always be better, strive to be the best that I could possibly be. And that's what I think I bring to the table as a leader, as a part of the leadership of the nation, and as a human being.